I'm using 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds, 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds, 1 complete star anise, 1 tablespoon of fennel seeds, 5 to 6 cloves, and almost 9 to 10 green cardamoms, and black pepper whole. I'm also using 2 medium-sized onion, 4 cloves of garlic, and 5 glass water in half kg mutton. It's lamb meat. You can use any meat. You can use beef and even chicken for the same recipe. I'm taking half kg rice. These are long grain basmati rice. I have already washed them properly, and now I'm going to soak them in 4 glasses of water. You must soak the rice for a minimum of half an hour before cooking them for any purpose, or maybe for fried rice or boiled rice or whatever, of pulao or biryani, but minimum should be half an hour, and maximum can be like 1 hour, 2 hours. It doesn't really matter, but less than half hour sometimes the rice do not turn out to be very good. Okay, so I'm going to leave them for half an hour, or maybe until the procedure of the meat is completed. I'm using a special kind of strainer for this purpose. Now, the second step, where the cooking begins actually, I'm going to add the onions which I told you. It's two medium-sized onions. I've peeled them off, but I'm not going to cut them into small slices. Some people also use onions with skin on, but I don't really love that, because sometimes even if you wash them properly, they are not clean. So I remove the skin. I have added 4 cloves of garlic, I'm going to add the cumin seeds into this tea strainer, because they are very small and later on it's difficult to remove them. I shall now add all the spices one by one. Some people use cinnamon sticks and bay leaves, and also they use some nutmegs and other things. It really depends on the taste that you like, but in my opinion these things overpower the taste of the dish. So now the spices have been added. I'm going to add the frozen meat. It's half kg of meat. And I shall now add the water. It's 5 glass water. Because this is going to reduce in the pressure cooker, that's why I've added more water. So let's begin. I have allowed the meat to boil on the stove for maximum like 15 to 20 minutes, so that it's not frozen anymore. Now I have covered it with the lid and the weight on. For my pressure cooker, it takes, after the dish, whatever the thing you're making starts boiling, it takes about 3 to 4 whistles, but it's meat, so I'm going to wait for maybe even 5 whistles, and that's of course I'm sure that it will be done in 5 whistles. It really depends on which pressure cooker you are using, and you will be used to it. I'm going to add some spices like red chili powder, turmeric and salt at this stage. I have added the salt, which I will not add later on because I'm going to use the same water for the rice. It will be like a meat soup or yakhni. So let's cover it for another 5 to 10 minutes. After 3 whistles I opened it. Now I have opened it after 2 more whistles. So you can see the water has been reduced. I have removed the mutton and I strained the water so that all the spices are out now. And I'm going to remove the bones as well because I felt that the bones were very sharp and uneven. So I do not want to hurt my teeth, of course. So I'm going to remove the bones. Sometimes in the mutton shops they don't make it very well. Okay. So these spices are really not required anymore because this is the big and black cardamom. I don't know what's the real name of it, but I really do not like it. I don't know, maybe there are some health benefits of it, but I do not really like it, so I don't use it much. Then there is carom seeds like ajwain, but I do not also use it. Then there is saffron, some strands of saffron. People like saffron so much in their rice, but I do not. Yeah, of course I do love it, but I do not add it in my pulao. I add it in my biryani. Then this one is of course salt, chili powder and turmeric. I am not using any excessive amount of any spices because that makes the dish very overpowering. I mean very spicy, and then you cannot enjoy it. So let's start with the procedure of rice. I have taken some fresh leaves of coriander, some mixed spices, and puree of 4 tomatoes, onion and garlic paste, 3 medium-sized onions, and 4 green chilies whole. You can also use small green chili, but I can't eat very spicy food, so I never use that green chili in my food. Okay, let's start. First of all, fry the onion until they are golden brown. I'm going to move them around a little bit because it will guarantee the even frying of the onions. You must have seen that I have not cut them into very thin slices because they tend to burn very quickly. So they are turning to be pink now, and slowly you have to wait until they turn golden brown. Also at this stage they are very crispy. So we shall wait just a little bit more. Yeah, that's it, I guess. Now we are going to add the mutton. I have added the mutton and I shall move it around until it's roasted, because it gives a very nice taste if you roast it like this before adding water. Now I'm adding some cumin seeds whole because I will also fry them with it. Some people like to add their garam masala or their spices in the last step, but I have done both ways the procedure, and I felt that fried spices really give a very good taste. I have now added the onion garlic paste. I shall move it around for maybe 1 minute exactly, because do not move it around so much, then garlic tends to burn very quickly and gives off very bad aroma, very bad smell, I mean. Okay, now I am going to add the spices, the mixed spices, and these mixed spices are almost the same things which I showed you for making yakhni or making a soup out of the meat. Now I'm going to add puree of 4 medium-sized tomatoes. This is just a blanch puree, there is no spice in it, no salt, nothing. This is just a simple puree which I made by blending the tomatoes in the blender. I shall move it around for a while and I shall let it to reduce until the water evaporates completely. And you can see little oil at the top. I'm going to add some red chili powder and little bit of turmeric. See, now at this stage it's looking completely done. I'm also going to add the green chili. I shall cut them into half, and I'm not going to make them very small or thin, because later on it's difficult to remove them from the dish. I'm going to keep them in bigger size because it's easier to remove them later on. Even if you leave them in, they are good, but I usually remove them because they don't look nice. They change the color after they are completely cooked. Now add the same soup or yakhni from the mutton. It has all the spices in it, the flavor, the essence, everything is in it. It has been reduced very much, but I'm going to add some hot water after checking the level of the rice. I've already kept some water in this small pan on the side to heat up, so that I don't have to add any cold water. Let the water to boil or become even little bit hot. Now I have added the rice. Definitely it's going to be less moisture for the rice, so I'm going to add more water. Some people measure and use the water for their rice, like if it is 1 glass rice, then they use 2 glass water, I think. I used to do it before, but now I don't care even. I use it, just my experience. So I'm going to add more water a little bit, and then I'm going to check the level of the water in the rice. See, if the ladle or the spoon has been dipped in completely, it means it's enough. Otherwise the rice are going to become soggy or stodgy, and they will be like rubbery, so no need of adding more and more water. Okay, now I'm going to check the taste of it, or maybe the salt of it, and at this stage you can add salt or any other spices if you like. I think the salt is less, so I'm going to add a little bit of salt, just a little bit, because this all water will be evaporated and reduced, so the salt then will be concentrated, so it's better to add a little bit of it only. Move the rice around very carefully, because at this stage the rice break very easily. and you don't want that. So I have mixed the salt in. Now I'm going to add coriander leaves, which I have cut in small fine, I have chopped them. Some people do not like to use the coriander and mint leaves in their pulao, but I really like them. I really like to use them in every dish. They really give a very good taste, and even when they will be cooked very well, the coriander leaves will disappear in the rice, so you won't find them, but the taste will be there. See, the water has been reduced. Now I'm going to cover it. I have checked there is no extra water, so I've covered it with the lid. Maybe I'm going to cover it with the flame on very low flame for about 10 minutes, and then